Good morning. Here I want to present my research paper entitled Six Sigma Implementation in Production Process in Electronic Company Malaysia. First, electronic industry's demand nowadays is growing, and in Malaysia the competition is very tight, and a company that have a good quality that will be win the competition because quality become very important in choosing products in addition to the competitive price factor. So in fact, in this company, the defect from all products reach 0.4%, and for a specific product like e-block, it reaches 0.8%. So the objectives of the study is to determine the root cause of the biggest defects in the production of selected product in brushing room, and then to recommend improvements in order to minimize the occurrence of defects in the production of selected product in brushing room. The method is first identification and then the data collection. The data is the total production and product defects data in July 2019. So the method is Six Sigma, including define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. The goal is to recommend improvements in order to minimize the occurrence of defects in the production of selected product in brushing room. And this is the result and this discussion. First, what type of defect that most often occurs in this company? So, from CTK, we know that the bend fan tail, bend at swag pad, and bend arm is the highest type of defect. So this is the picture of the product. So the bend fan tail, the swag pad, and arm is a very most often occurs in this. And then we measure the process capability. The process capability index reach 0.89, quite capable. So the DPMO and Sigma target, this is from the date 1 until 31st. The target is to increase sigma value up to 30%, and then to decrease DPMO, the target is 99.9%. So this is the cause effect diagram. The cause of the bend in arm, fan tail, and switch patch. And from material, machine, method, environment. So we know that from this cause effect diagram, we have like cause of this defect. For example, from a man, the operator did not install the part correctly, operators become tired and bored, and they're lazy to read the SOP, and unsupportive work environment. So this cause effect diagram has been confirmed by the supervisor of the manufacturer company. And then this is for the stage analyze. I use 5 ways analysis. I found 9 failure modes to know root causes, analysis, and corrective action. So first is the automatic machine suddenly stopped and error, and then semi-automatic machine suddenly stopped and point of quality is not listed. Different product from washing room may pass enter brushing room, and operators cannot focus on work, lack of understanding of work instruction, operator forcibly pulls the part before jig open automatically, dust from aluminum powder, residual brushing, and this is the improvement that I suggest to the company. First is holding a regular maintenance schedule for automatic and semi-automatic machine, holding a regular time to check the automatic machine operation, making an SOP regarding to the technical settings of the machine, and install parts with details such as the exact position the part must be placed, and making a clear visual display to give operators knowledge about the quality points that should be reached, holding and then state the right time to place and retrieve the part, ensuring the installed jigsmith standard and ensuring operators wear PPA. Okay, actually the operators in this company, not all the operators using wear PPA, so maybe they disturb with the sound, disturb with the dust, so they cannot focus on their work, so uh, make the defect come higher. And then we reach the control stage, is to control the improvements that have been made at the improved stage. So first is a monitor, so monitor and ensure the production process is under control condition by periodically calculating sigma values. And then supervision, make and conduct strict supervision at each point of quality block production process. And then always record the improvement data so that current repair process can be compared with before, so we know the improvement after we implement this Six Sigma improvisation. And then tools that can be used include check sheets, control charts, and documentation. And last is to always update work instruction and points of quality. Okay, so the conclusion of this research is, first, there are 9 types of products in brushing room. So the total production on July is reached 2 million units, and total defect is 550,000 units. So based on Pareto, the product with the largest percentage of the defect is E-block, reach 28%. And there are 9 types of defects also for the specific product E-block. So based on the percentage calculation, the dominant defects are band ventil, reach 47.22%, band ausweg pad, and band arm, which means the company loses up to 5,000 ringgit per month, or reach 65,000 ringgit per month per year. Okay, I'm sorry. These 3 types of defects have in common the nature of the defect. It's about bending of the machine. And based on the failure mode and cause effect analysis, the recommend improvements in order to minimize the occurrence of defects, like holding regular maintenance, and then schedule maintenance, holding a regular time to check the automatic machine operation, ensuring the installed jigs meet the standards, making a clear visual display to give operators knowledge about quality points that should be reached, making a standard operation procedure regarding the technical settings of the machine, install parts with detail such as the exact position the part must be placed, the right time to place and retrieve the part. So based on cause-effect diagram, the root cause of bend are the operator did not install the part correctly, operator didn't understand work instructions language, and on operator forcibly pull the part before the jig opens automatically. So maybe the improvement in conditioning the operators to do the right SOP and to wear PPA is the best way. Okay, okay, I think it's all from my presentation. Thank you for your attention.